We had 175 colleges on the ground in Liberty, walking around, doing the eye test, doing the handshake test, right? And you got to think about some of the schools, right? So the Missouri Valley, which is FCS, which is full ride, right? We had everybody in but Youngstown State.
Really?
The whole league was in but Youngstown State.
That's a testament to you guys.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
So, and Missouri Valley is no joke, right? I mean, Missouri Valley, that's a pretty good conference, right? The MIAA, we had all but one school in Oklahoma show up. That's a pretty good conference, right? We're usually constantly putting out championship caliber teams. The NAIA,
several.
I can't even. Almost all the heart was there, and then we had, teams from all over the place showing up, right? We have NAI, we have JUCOs. JUCOs love us, right? Because they love finding out who are the kids that need a home, right? And they're taking care of business for us. Morningside. Back-to-back natty champs, right? They were here. They do a phenomenal job of recruiting Kansas City. They were there last year recruiting kids, the year before last, and they were there last year. And I'm sure they'll be back again this year, right? Minnesota State, right? I knew who Minnesota State kind of was, but a couple years ago they sent me a message and said, "Hey, can we come?"
There you go.
Yeah.
Right? And they recruit the heck out of Kansas City.
They are good.
Right? They gave like 10 guys.
They got to the semis this year?
Yeah, they lost.
They just lost
to
a team from Florida last night.
Yeah, heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker, right? I mean, they came back. It was like 40-33 or something.
They went deep.
Yeah. So I mean, you're talking, and that was a championship game.
Yeah.
Right. That was a championship game. Right, and then North Dakota State. I mean, they do a phenomenal job recruiting Kansas City, right?
They do.
And they'll be at the Natty Championship game this week. All these schools are coming to watch our kids.
Yeah. So Liberty High School, April 25th. You said 8 to 11 for the skill guys.
8 to 11:30.
8 to 11:30, and then the bigs.
The bigs are 1 till 3:30.
1, and I'm putting that in my calendar right now.
Okay. And then the one that you may want to put into your calendar will be May 2nd, because we're putting you to work May 2nd.
Oh, okay, May 2nd.
We're back at Shawnee Mission East again. We had a phenomenal time at Shawnee Mission East.
Back at my home.
Back at Go Lancers. You know what? There's nothing better than having schools that love what we do, right? I mean, Shawnee Mission East and Coach Chad at Liberty, they open the doors, give us the keys to the whole place, and tell us, they give us a couple of guys, whatever you need, get a hold of these guys. This is it, right? Having Coach Carl with us the whole time was phenomenal last year. They've got a phenomenal football field / utility field / whatever, and it allows us to have Coach Wayne, his elbow room that he's always asking for. So it's going to work out. It's going to work out better for us, is because in the morning time. So in past years we've already sold out, right? 330 is about the most we can have. Yeah. Now we can go 330 skilled kids on the field at one time, and then the bigs we'll limit you to 300 kids. So it opens the door. So in the last year, we probably turned away 200 kids.
Yeah.
Because of space, and it's a safety issue.
It is.
Right. It really is, because you don't think about it that much. But Coach, I mean, you guys have been out there. 300 kids on one football field.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of hot air.
It is a lot.
Because
everybody's trying to get reps, so they're really kind of running up, and so you can organize it a little bit differently now. And so
right.
And you get the space, because we were usually going 25 and in.
Correct.
So now they can't really show certain passes, but now that we can, it's just us too.
Right.
That was the truth.
Right. And so you're gonna end up going from 40s in.
Yeah.
Right. A lot less other movement going on around you. Everybody's going the same direction, and it's a safety issue. Yep. And then in the afternoon, the bigs come, And this is the King of the Hill is what we call it for the top 10 linemen. We'll be going after the King of the Hill, and they get the heavyweight championship belt. The King of the Hill.
This is high quality.
Yes,
this is a high quality belt.
This is not a this is
the
not
big
a
deal there.
Yeah, it's not a cheap belt.
And new.
No. Here we go.
And the new heavyweight.
See,
Step in the world.
Austin can't hold this belt.
No, he's not. No, Austin, where you at, Austin? You can't. You can't hold the belt.
You can't hold the belt. Only I can hold the belt.
You got to sit down to hold that belt.
Because I'm the champ. You're a loser. That's why. Anyway, so April 25th at Liberty High School.
Yes, sir.
8 to 11:30 for the skill kids, and then 1 to 3:30 for the bip guys.
Absolutely.
And then May 2nd, Shawnee Mission East.
Same times.
Same times. Skill guys in the morning, big guys in the afternoon.
We kept the price the same.
Okay.
Right? It's $65 to 10-1 combine. It's $100 for both. Right?
$100.
So
pay it right now.
We have some coaches that can make one. We got some coaches that can make both. We can coaches that make the second one. It's a mixture.
And they all get the results. All college coaches, if they're there, they get results from both combines.
If you're coming to one of them, you're going to get the results.
Yep.
Right? We invite. Pooch does a phenomenal job. Richard Elkins does a phenomenal job with dealing with these college coaches. Right? I mean, we got cats coming from. I've never even heard of some of these East. What was it?
Yeah.
No, it was just East.
East is in Oklahoma.
East.
Yeah.
It's just called East.
Yeah.
I had never heard of Peru State until last year. Yeah. And I was there, and I met Coach Snyder and Coach Hoffman.
Yeah.
Through this, and I mean, they were awesome.
I've never heard of Peru State until my son went there.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? When they're handing out scholarship money, then I start listening. Right?
Yeah, absolutely right.
Saving Pops a couple of dollars.
All right, well, hey, thanks guys for coming out tonight and being a part of our 100. You know, we never would have got here without great guests. You know, like you guys and the other people that have been on today. We got a couple more to follow you, and it's going to be a great night.
Again, you guys, congratulations on number 100.
Yeah, appreciate it. Hopefully,
I can't wait till we get to come back for 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000.
Right?
I'll be here for
a few more years. All right, so DJ Showtime is going to play us out, and we'll talk to you guys in a few minutes.
We're back, Jack.
Yeah.
We're back, Jack.
I am Gary.
This is Austin. I'm Tyler.
And we are joined right now by Kevin Booker. Again, one of our very first guests we ever had on the show runs sunflowerleague.org.
That's correct. Sunflowerleague.com.
Sunflowerleague.com. Excuse me, .com, not .org. But, Kevin, how you doing tonight?
Not too bad.
Yeah. Hey, great job. I want to throw a shout-out to Marcus Purdy spinning the tunes, man. He's done a great job tonight, hasn't he?
Guys feeling it in the groove, man.
Yeah, he is.
I want to dance really bad.
Yeah, I know.
So
me too.
You can't here in a few minutes.
Yeah, Jim's already.
There you go, Jim.
A couple times
there goes Jim
right now.
But so Kevin, since we've talked last, we were supposed to have you on the show at the beginning of football season. Timing, things got off. Some crazy stuff happened. But what's new in the world of Sunflower League football?
Well, not just the league itself, but we're going to have some additions with the addition of the 5A state title,
Mill
Valley Jaguars, but also
you get Seal Cooper.
But also having the opportunity to watch the Olathe Eagles play the Olathe North Eagles play in their 100th season all time, dating back to 1922. Wow. This is just what happened during the 2019 season.
Wow!
And they are one of the oldest football programs running in the metro area, outside of Rockhurst, North Kansas City, William Chrisman, and maybe a handful of others.
That's huge.
Yeah,
that's big time.
That is.
Olathe North, and they made their appearance in the state championship in their 100th season.
They did. Lost to Derby. Derby's kind of a machine.
Derby is the modern-day Hutch.
Yeah, so I'd say the biggest thing right now, the biggest news in high school football in Kansas City is obviously Kelly Donahoe leaving Blue Springs after 20 years and moving over to Rockhurst.
Yes, it's a huge move, not just within the city, but for both schools.
Mm-hmm. So talk a little bit about his history at Blue Springs against Rockhurst.
With Kelly Donahoe at Blue Springs for 20 years, he coached 32 games, and of those 32 games, 13 meetings were in the postseason. And as ridiculous as that is, he is 14-18 all time in those 32 games. And now he will be potentially facing Blue Springs in 2020, 2021, pending whenever the Suburban League releases their football schedules.
Yeah.
In terms of a non-conference blue versus red conference matchup within the league.
I did hear him talk about that next year that game will take place in week 9.
That would not surprise me.
Right before the playoffs start in Missouri.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
He will go back to Blue Springs and play them for the first time as an opponent.
Yes, and this would be a first, as Tony Severino never got to coach against once he moved to Rockhurst in 1983. He never had the opportunity to coach against or play against his former Shawnee Mission Northwest students that he coached before jumping the state line. And most don't know that he was the head coach at Shawnee Mission Northwest before coming to Rockhurst.
Yeah. And I think Coach Donahoe did guarantee that he was going to beat Severino's 37 years at the press conference. He said, I guarantee.
It'll probably be 38. Yeah.
No, he was joking. He said, I would have to make it to 90 still doing this job. And I don't know that I'll make it to 90 still sitting in the same chair.
Maybe. Modern medicine, wonderful thing. Modern medicine.
But no, I mean, what Coach Severino did there, it is remarkable.
Oh, yeah. It's
being in one spot for that long. And then, what Donahoe did at Blue Springs is really an attribute also.
Oh, yeah. The turnover at Blue Springs has been minimal over the last maybe 40 years. They've had 3 or 4 coaches.
Wow.
Maybe a handful of minor turnover. And where he left from prior to Raytown South has had 6 different coaches since he's left.
Yeah, and it's rumored. Now, it is a rumor, but I'm going to throw it out there.
Whoa!
I have it on pretty good authority.
Are you supposed to say this?
That the offensive coordinator is going to be one Tom Cruise, who just retired from Ray Peck.
I have heard similar.
And that the defensive coordinator is going to be Greg Oder, formerly of Blue Springs South.
That would be
breaking news.
That would be a great staff, because whatever does happen with the majority of Tony Severino's assistants, most of them have been there for 10, 15, and 20 plus years, and I would probably say at least half of them are Rockhurst alums.
Yeah, so now this is not 100% guaranteed. Obviously, it is the rumor mill, and, but that's
to be
what
determined.
I'm hearing.
Yeah, to be determined.
I would not be shocked if those 2 guys are coordinators announced at Rockhurst the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, my favorite part about the school year, I love fall, winter, spring sports, but is when all the announcements start coming out in February and March for the high school football hirings, because, as soon as that hits, you get a week of spring break, and then I can concentrate on Shawnee Mission North relays and Blue Valley just to get my mind off of football for maybe a couple weeks.
Have you heard
anything? You can't get your mind off football.
You never can, but just to watch the football kids who are the linemen doing the javelins and doing different sports, and your wide receivers who play 3 sports,
Jerry looks really mad right now. He does not look happy.
He does not look happy. He's shaking his head.
Sorry.
Your guards, your wide receivers are also going to be your sprinters, your multiple sport athletes. And that's going to be what I love about spring sports.
So what I'm interested in hearing about is in the Kansas side, Mill Valley coming off the state championship. They got almost a dynasty coming over in the Sunflower League. What do you think that's going to do to the Sunflower League?
I think it's a great shakeup. It's a great addition, and for most of the schools that have never seen Mill Valley, you're not above them, they're not above you, and it doesn't matter 6A or 5A, because you all have the same amount of students, you have the same amount of coaches.
Yeah.
They've played before each other in fall, winter, spring sports and non-conference. Now it counts.
They are still going to be Class 5A.
Yes, they'll be in the 5A bracket. Yeah, they'll be in the 5A bracket come week 9, just like Miege plays 6 and 5A schools. Week 9, they'll be in the 4A bracket.
Okay.
None of that. Those other 5 games matter.
5A, so do you think this will give more coverage to players like Cooper Marsh?
I think they'll get better coverage.
This guy's a little bit biased towards Cooper Marsh.
He is. He loves Cooper Marsh. He kind of has a man crush on him.
Friend of the show.
No,
Yeah, he is. He's been on the show.
Friend of the show.